shadows, silence grows in the spaces between, stretching out beyond time, rising up as a chorus of souls finds a voice, flickering through the void. These little sparks cling on to life, everyone caught in the struggle, and then the storms of change, they fan the flames, scattering ashes to the wind. Every soul contains a whisper of light, gleaming faintly as it dwindles from sight. No escape, no greater fate to be made. In the end, the chains of time will not break. Colors weave into a spire of flame. Distant sparks call to a past still unnamed. Bear this torch against the cold of the night. Search your soul and reawaken the undying light. As fate spins a thread without end, new life draws its first breath, blossoming in a soil reclaimed from the past, where destiny holds fast. Here where we stand, hand clenched in hand, everyone caught in the struggle. This is the day we finally find a way, stepping into our tomorrow. Every soul contains a whisper of light, growing louder as it calls to unite. From the distance sings a chorus of souls, rising slowly, stirring heat from the coals. Colors weave into a spire of flame. Distant sparks call to a past still unnamed. Bear this torch against the cold of the night. Light will guide you on your way to the ultimate fight. Every soul contains a whisper of light, growing louder as it calls to unite. From the distance sings a chorus of souls, rising slowly, stirring heat from the coals. Colors weave into a spire of flame. Distant sparks call to a past still unnamed. Bear this torch against the cold of the night. Light will guide you on your way to the ultimate fight.
Mic check. There we go. And I'm back. I sat down and my mic wasn't working for a second there. Okay. Conveniently sat down as the song was ending. Alchemy pulled up this image of a lady laying with a snake dragon outside of a coliseum, symbolizing rebirth, and I just had to show it at the start of stream. Alright. So, we rewound time, and I believe we are on the dissolution stage of alchemy, where we get soul shock, and I forget, what did we write down? Letting go of rigid identities and less ordered, chaotic world that's more intuitive than it is ordered, right? So chaos world, I feel like we could safely assume it's this, especially because it's the Weeping Peninsula. It's always raining here. Okay. Why is it so quiet? I pretty much rewound back to the beginning of the game and realized the new path. Yesterday I had how do I even describe it? Like an oh shit moment while reading. I was like, I'm gonna work on my game. I'm gonna base it on alchemy, like Elden Ring has inspired me. And then, as I was reading about alchemy to base my game off of it, I was like, oh shit. Now I understand where I am in Elden Ring. I didn't need to go back. Like, I didn't want to, you know, be worried about Elden Ring yesterday, but it just came to me. And I was like, alright, well. Crafted blade greatsword. So Castellan Edgar. We need to go back and then go up. The only way to talk to him. I didn't get the grace down there, did I? Fuck, I need to go back. Well. I have a notebook now and my whiteboard filled up. I had to painfully erase everything yesterday on my whiteboard after the realization that I had. I was like, well, shit, none of this is right. I just erased it all. I was like, I'll have to work on this again later. And I am glad I did, starting from scratch. I had to burn it all away to ash. While I was in the flow state of making my game. Whoa, shit. How did I just notice that ladder there? Ow. Look carefully. Ladder. I already got the item. This is the way that I decided to get down there. No. I jumped on the wall and then I jumped down to that wooden platform. Kind of summarizes how I was playing before. I was like, oh, there's a path down there. And then I just jumped down to it. Okay. Deadly boss can't kill me. Gravity can kill me. Gravity boss might kill me. I might need that elevator, but it's okay. The castle man, Edgar. Essentially what his name means. We need to go see him. The assassin path. They have no fucking clue. Today we are Fire Knight.
I'm in your debt for keeping the sword from those fallen creatures. I'm no longer bound by duty. Once I've rescued Arena, I will spend my remaining days with her.
So now my character would tell him, hey, your character's dead.
My Arena has I only hope. Thanks to you, I will be reunited and devote my remaining days to Arena has I only hope it remains.
Okay, so my character's just not saying, hey, your daughter's dead. What if I pass time right here? Whoa. Nope, not that much time. If you quit and then rejoin the game, if the character's just going to move, they will. So he should be gone right now. And at Irina's body? Yep. Sometimes they leave an item though. So it's good to check like that. Now we want him to move. Me quitting out and joining back is me telling him. It's my current build. Lord Sworn's straight sword. I have a fire sword today. Jesus! Where the fuck did you come from? Fucking jump scare. God damn. Just for now, huh? I want blue fire so bad in an Ash of War. I have no idea. Whoa, you can see the crucible from here. Do you guys see it? Here, I'll put the compass right on it. It's above the compass now. If you just look above the dot in the distance, that's the fire giant's mountain. Here, I'll put a marker on it. I'll put one in front of it and one behind it. You can't even see the lasers. Are they just too low? They're not even showing up. One of them wasn't even in the mountain. Is it in the bowl? I guess it would be like right here. Can't even see him. How the hell were we using these lasers before? For like positioning. Which tree is that? Is that Kaled? It is Kaled. So that's the next place that we gotta go. What was it? She journeyed with eyes towards the sky. That's so fucking cool that all of it lines up like that. So for the crucible, I would need a fire. What did I write? Transforming materials, no air. Material transformed?
My daughter deserved better. The fault lies with me. I chose duty over my daughter's safety.
Well, at least you said it.
That is how fate has answered.
Damn. I forgot that he literally says the thing that I theorized his quest was about. He's like, I chose duty over my daughter, and she died. Like, okay.
I'll find them. The foul wretches responsible for this. I'll hunt them down and exterminate every last one of them. Rest assured, Arena, it will be done.
Damn.
I'll find them. The foul wretches. I'll hunt them down. Rest assured.
So, material transformed. But we won't see the outcome of that for a while. God damn. Everyone's quest takes like such a long time to circle. To spiral too, if going completely forward the whole time. And then forward becomes backwards when you circle. I don't know. You reach the top of the tower, you gotta go back. I'm gonna have like everyone set. Okay. So I realized the jumps are for circling back around. This would have been me discovering the scroll, which would have then taken me directly angled to Selene. Ow. Ow. Isn't there like a bear around here? Yep. Ow. And they said mimics weren't in this game. I picked the wrong fucking magic. The wrong. It's a rune bear. Oh shit. I need to run. Nah. Oh, you wanted to give me a hug. I'm dead. Okay, never mind. Excuse me, sir. I was looking at him get attacked, honestly. Oh, shit. Thank you. I used the bear like a stand attack. That was crazy. I timed my combo so that the second attack was the bear's attack, and then I dodged. If only I just got that final dodge, would have been sick. Damn it. It's doing like no damage because it needs to hit. Fine. Whoa. That's what I thought. Alright. That was weird. What just happened where I rolled behind him is what I thought was gonna happen. That time I just got hit. Okay, now what I meant to press. Alright, I guess we're gonna need a different kind of roar. One more time? No? Okay. Yeah, honestly, becoming a dragon is not my strong suit. But we needed to kill that thing. So we picked the Ghost Flame Ash of War and then fought something that it's not really good against. I was like, well, shit. Actually, let's go visit Selin. So we would be going down the coffin path. Okay, that wasn't. I literally forgot that those coffins were there. We would be going down the backwards astrologer's path. That was fucking insane timing. I forgot. I genuinely wish that I did that on purpose. Anyway. So meeting with the astrologer would make sense. That's fucking, that's crazy. Yes. Pretend like I'm studying.
You wish to continue very well.
Okay, so I have time aplenty. That is true. I've updated my spells. How dare you? Alright. Pretty sure we got the key here, right? Yeah. That's fine. Coffins. Ah. Nice. Bear. You're good, don't worry. That's not my healing potion. Fuck is this rock? Huh. That's cool. So we gotta go up there. And if I remember. Damn. Talk about game design. So this line on the ground is a ley line. And the formation of this line is a ley line. Look up towards the sky as you travel. We're lined up with the tree way in the distance. We're going up the coffin path. There's no way this is gonna work, right? We gotta jump down to go up, right? I believe. I hope that thing doesn't drop something important. I see an ash in the distance. Let me just make sure I got this Melina voice line. Now we're going up the tornado path. More of a question. That's a yes. Here's a lily. Would have needed that. Is there anything else up here? Oh yeah. Okay, so then we talk to Alexander here because we're going to Caelid, which I think is technically the separation step. I should rename the stream. We're like in calcination, dissolution, and separation.
I was created to be a warrior vessel. Many great warriors reside within me, ever dreaming of becoming a great champion.
Okay, so now
My destiny, and the reason for which I quest. It is my
I gotta loop to this guy.
you could say, to test myself, to better myself, to fell ever greater foes. And then, one day, we'll be a single great champion. The greatest of them all. What do you think, eh? How do you rate my chances?
Pretty high, actually. Is this the Siegmeyer of Katarina?
I was created. Many great warriors reside in my destiny. It is my... And then, what do you think, eh?
I guess the shard would be the better Ashavor. Now that he mentions it, he kind of is the best. Blue dragon? Hell yeah. Okay. So then we turn around, we're looping around, we're going towards that tower. But not really. But yes really. But not really. But yes really. To the church. Actually... Lord Godfrey, at last, at the end of his campaign, his golden armies unvanquished and unbowed, yet find grace lost, tattered, and faded. Damn. Oh my god, so close. There we go, right? Maybe? No? Alright, fine. I just wanted to kill her with the blue fire. I was like, the game gave me access to blue fire. What am I talking about? Especially because it aligns with my bleed build. Strangely, I didn't even realize I was making a Dragon Knight build. There's something about it. I accidentally became a Dragon Knight while becoming a Knight of Truth. Hello.
Forgive me. I've been testing you to determine if the Elden Ring would truly have you, if you had the mettle to endure this long and arduous
Don't worry, I
path.
made a save state.
It seems my worries were unfounded. Torrent had your measure from the very start, whereas I merely pretended. There is but one other thing I can do to offer you guidance. I can take you to the Round Table Hold, gathering place of tarnished champions, guided by grace.
Fuck. I didn't know that she offered this to you here. Kind of changes the order of interactions, I think. Wait, what? Huh. Okay. Yeah. Fuck it. I have to literally look at all of her dialogue. Beginning. Her intro, where she gives us this. Yeah. So I did it in the wrong order again, is what you're telling me. Motherfucker. I think I did it in the right order the first time. I rewound time. Well, I guess, yeah, I would have went up against Market and died, then they say they're testing me. Now it seems like I succeeded. Wait. Okay. Where are the church quotes, though? Fuck. Does she have a smoldering church? No. Oh, this adds a... Huh. Oh, and they're both related to Kaled, huh? Delia Underster? Alright, alright. I think I'm actually going the right way.
Very well. Let my hand rest upon you for but a moment.
I actually was thinking I went the wrong way just because it was this one that triggered, like, it was weird that this church triggered it, because it could be any site of grace outside of Kaled, or outside of this. But I remembered something Gideon said. It kind of changes. Pretty sure we've spoke to everyone that we need to.
Oh, I see you've just arrived.
Speaking of spoke,
Welcome to the
this
Round
guy
Table.
fucking wheel neck.
I'm Colin, a man of the cloth. I teach incantations, the strength granted us by the two fingers, and explore the secrets of the Golden Order, so that one day, if a tarnished of the Round Table hold should become Elden Lord, I might counsel them, ensuring order regains its proper form, righting rule over men. By the way, do you still see it? The guidance of grace.
Yeah, I see it.
You do. Wonderful news. Most tarnished are blind to it these days. You are something of a rare breed. Well, what do you say? Care to learn?
So the
incantation
gold...
for 2 fingers?
The golden... What the fuck did they call it? Transcendence of the soul or some shit.
Golden Order shines.
Not in this. It's something else. In alchemy. It's some fucking...
Hello again. You haven't gone to see Garank yet, have you?
golden soul.
No rush.
Consciousness? Golden consciousness?
Just as long as he doesn't starve to death, eh?
So go to Garank now. So are they telling me to take the teleporter because it's right here? I mean, in between here and there is the cave that Alexander is in, right? What am I supposed to do with this? I mean, obviously look around, but when do you go here? Is it the start or the end?
Go to Garanko. Killing those is a path.
Yep, okay.
Ah, hello. You must be new here. Well, just call me Dialos. The honor of one's house holds little import in these lands. By the way, have you met a young woman named Lanya on your travels? She's my servant, but fickle as the wind. Take your eyes off her for but a moment and she's good as gone. If you find her, please be sure to tell me.
I got soda.
Be sure to tell me if you meet a young... She's a servant to my house. She's been my companion. I've lost count of them, honestly.
Oh, this is a rare occasion. I can't remember the last time a new tarnished made their way to the round table. Very well. As your senior, I bid you welcome. It is safe here. You may let down your guard. Allow me a word of advice. As your senior, you are a mere visitor to the round table. Nothing more. A house guest. Yet to earn their keep. Remember your place, newcomer.
Why are there coffin slots in the walls here? Is this a catacombs?
There's nothing left to say.
Oh, it looks like the Haligtree catacombs.
Pleasure.
So there's nothing left to say, be at your leisure. He's not wrong. We've talked to everyone, right? Now there's nothing left to say in the entire region. Right? We've talked to them. Talked to them. Talked to them. We've talked to them. We got D's quest done. We're done with Kenneth's quest. We're done with Selin. We're done with Yura. we are actually done with everyone except now White Mask Vare has something to say to us. A weird ass path. Now that I'm looking at it, what the fuck? That's the straight road to the boss. Like they're trying to shake you loose. You've used as many forks in the road as possible. Damn. Alright. Fuck. So... Separation is finding the authentic self by facing your demons and dragons, right? That's the symbolism in alchemy. Authentic self. Here. That's Melania's authentic self. She tells you as much. So... I mean, we don't really need to guess on this one. You have an authentic self right next to a dragon burrow. So... if we're doing the secret astrologer's path backwards through the game, do I teleport to the end and then walk backwards through... Okay. So we've... maybe the Siofra River is the only place we haven't really gone back to. But it said that it'll just do the same thing when we get over there. So I was like, okay, well. It's kind of a hint not to go underground yet. Emphasis on yet. And there's no one to talk to under there, so it doesn't seem like there would be a reason to. There's a lot of bears guarding it. I will say that the ley lines brought you over there. Mistwood Ruins. Okay. My brain is like, we've actually spoken to every single goddamn character in this entire area. We've spoke to them, but Heartbroken Maiden done, right? Ensha, we just gotta see Ensha. Actually, though. Buy this ring. I'm gonna give it a second. I'm gonna make a YouTube short. Buy this ring. Use it and forget about it. It will help you during invasions online forever. That's it, right? There doesn't need to be more to the short than that. That's pretty much the whole point of that item. Oh wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm counting like the weapon types because there's supposed to be like 13 or whatever in the table. So if she conveniently sold that many, I'd be like, well, those are them. You wouldn't really slam a bow or a seal into the table though, and leave that big of a mark, unless you're Horolu, but I mean, the weapons are still there. You don't even need to guess. It's just that there's like 2 missing. 1, 2, right? There's like 2 clear lines. Like one right here. Actually, it looks like it's coming from this sword. Damn. All right.
You're a new face. No matter. It's all lay out your art.
I guess, yeah, he does have a voice line here.
Trapped by the hole. That's all there is to it.
You're a prisoner?
Don't read too much into it.
I will.
No grudge against you. My being a prisoner is no fault of yours. Besides, I don't mind smithing. Despite my differences, the weapons get stronger all the same. Given time, technique never fails.
Oh, and the demi-humans in the forge.
Sheer terror of her.
In the DLC area. I get it. I get it now. Hello.
Greetings, great champion called by grace. I am Fia.
I'm just gonna say no once and then hug her.
Held my stay at the round table hold. Great champion,
Would you allow me to hold you? But briefly.
No.
Perhaps you might share with me some of your lively vigor and your stout-heartedness. Doing so will grant me the warmth of a champion, and you, I am sure, will bear a Balderkin's blessing. Do you think it vulgar, perhaps?
Yes.
Where I come from, it is a sacred act.
Actually, I realize that this is symbolic of sex.
I understand. Your disdain is only natural. But should you change your mind, come pay me another visit.
So if I go and rest, I'm not joking. Like, everyone keeps making a meme about it, but it genuinely is, like, in alchemy, in the pictures, they symbolize sex with a hug.
Oh, my dear, had a change of heart already?
Yeah.
My thanks, great champion.
I had a change of heart already is funny. Double meaning.
You are very warm. What you felt light up inside you was a Balderkin's blessing. Though it is but a fleeting thing, I am afraid. Come back to me, should you require another. I will take you in my arms. As often
And then this
as
would
you
be the separation stage, so you were literally separating from this lady. At this you were starting it with a hug, and then you were going away from her. The opposite direction. Into Kaled. Is that it? That's funny. It's essentially what the game is asking. It's like, go... Wait, what the fuck? I must have fucked something up, because he didn't move this quickly before.
What do you need? I have little time to spare.
I'm gonna have to rewind time, I think. What do you mean I'm a house guest?
Oh, are you aggrieved at the notion you are but a visitant here? Then you would do well to remember the first words of grace given to you. Stand before the Elden Ring and become the Elden Lord.
Those weren't the first words.
Any meaning to you. Follow the guidance of grace. Lay low the shard bearers and claim for yourself a great rune. Do so, and the doors to the round tables in the chamber will open, and you will receive the wisdom of the Two Fingers. Once the wisdom of the Two Fingers becomes your own, I'll impart to you a proper welcome. As a true member of the Round Table, I have high hopes for you. I'm sick and tired of them. These namby-pamby tarnished think us no more than a shelter from the rain.
Namby-pamby.
We've spoken long enough. I have matters to attend to.
Yeah. Thank you, Ensha. I believe that's all. Maybe you're supposed to rest there and I just didn't do it last time. I'm remembering now. So... killing someone's spirit doesn't kill them. And if I'm seeking truth, I would go for this item now. You should be bowing. Oh fuck. Well, that was kind of easy. So Mad Tongue Outbreak. That's pretty much what we've... Okay. I already have his set. I'm gonna analyze it for answers. Does he use madness though? I guess he's a tarnished hunter. So he's just here in the round table hold killing tarnish. That's fucking crazy. This guy's just a badass who sits around all day. Actually, it doesn't even say bloody finger. It just says Mad Tongue Albrick. He actually doesn't even have a faction. He's a murderer. That's crazy. How much damage does that do? Yeah, alright. He just spammed the same move over and over again. That I could punish in the exact same way every time. Alright, we'll take that. So the only way back up would be to die. Is that it? And then the spiral turns you back around. Okay, alright, I'm seeing you. So you're supposed to take the shortcut because it's just supposed to send you back around? I found so much yesterday that confirmed my theories that it almost ruined the fun for me because I was like, well, I know I'm right. I can just stop now. It's like, fuck, no, I gotta do it. See it through to the end. I have on my whiteboard here, calcination, sacrifice to the non-material twin, disillusion, weeping, soul shock, and then I remember reading something about, like I said, it was about the letting go of rigid identities, so less ordered and intuitive worlds are like the one you enter, or it's more based on intuition and less about order. Separation is Kaled, right? Authentic self through facing dragons and hardship after the fire. It's pretty obvious what the fuck that means. But conjunction, I think, is Raya Lucaria. It's about like a secret marriage and shifting of the paradigm, which is how they referred to the gravity shift in the game. But it's also the marriage of the sun and moon, and it's the perfect place for that, obviously. Muriel. Putrefaction. It takes place entirely in darkness, so it has to be underground. It's about the self, object, consciousness, and unconsciousness. Like the connection is the blackening and putrefaction. It's Negrito. It's weird that step 5 is step 1. That's what they told me. They told me step 1 was Negrito bullshit. Negrito step 5. And that wiki Google shit is wrong. The wiki and the Google are just fucking wrong. And as you read them, they will explain that they are wrong. It's like yesterday or like 2 days ago when I looked up, are red stars older than yellow stars? Or than blue stars? It was like, no. Red stars are older than blue stars. I was like, you literally are telling me yes while just saying no at the start of it. What the fuck is wrong with you? So, anyway, coagulation is a pure gold, like cooling of the material, I put gold mask to Millicent. This one I don't really have down too much. Libation is afterwards. The normal door closes to you. The 3D door closes to you, and then you enter an ancient 5th dimension door, which is, it sounds fucking insane. I was like, what the hell are you explaining to me right now? It skipped the 4th dimension and said 5th dimension. I was like, you are fucking crazy. as I was reading this and writing it down, I was like, okay, all right. It's weird how this is ancient knowledge and all lines of this video game, but we'll do it. So that would be when you can't enter the normal way into the Erd tree. You have to go through the like spiritual ritual to burn away the thing. Sublimation is the twin flame union. Oh my god, I forgot to open on the thing that I discovered. Hold the fucking phone. Alright, I'll just show it. It is some random lady's old alchemy page. What? How old is this? I kind of want to see it. Let's fact check it though. I want to see how old this is. When I start pulling up the imagery, it's gonna be like, what the fuck? Well, first, an eye on the tree, and then 2 orbs, right? Symbols. They even look familiar. This whole symbol looks familiar. What does it say? Fly onward and upward past the restrictions of time, beyond the present, past, and future, a world without end, without limit or size, a world beyond our wildest dreams. That's why I thought like the world would stretch on and like the like night rain thing would happen. All right, I want to check when this occurred. How old is this shit? Archangel Michael. All right. At least I know that they're incorporating the religious themes that I thought that this game is not making fun of, but analyzing a very critical way, hypercritical way. Hummingbirds is an animal spirit guide as well as power animal and shamanism. Okay. Didn't answer my question. 2020. Okay, so that was 2 years before. This website came out 2 years before Elden Ring. Okay? Alright. Keep that in mind for what I'm about to read you. This predates Elden Ring. It is about a world tree. No, I'm just kidding. Hold on. The twin flames in calcination. Once wakened, meeting your twin flame or your twin is imminent, no matter which dynamics, whether in embodiment or not. That is like a double meaning of if you were fighting Margit the Fell and it was just an illusion of him, right? It's not really an embodiment, right? It's not, but it is an embodiment. It's a twin that you have to face at the start that they then turn you away from, right? But it goes in, as you read it, it's like, holy shit. But there we go. This is the beginning stages of the process from lead-based ego to gold consciousness. That one line right there made me go, oh, damn, America. Damn. That's crazy. The beginning of one's soul alchemy. I didn't understand soul alchemy at all. Calcination is usually a natural humbling process. So you like having to die, right, to the dragon to summon Yura and get everyone's voice lines throughout the game, right? You literally need to do this. Also, Yura moved back afterwards, so my theory about the invasion happening in the order where you loop around before still holds. I just didn't know that that was a trigger point that happened. He moves back. Calcination, yeah. Anyway, as we are gradually overcome trials and tribulations of life, though it can be a deliberate surrender of our fiery ignition through self-introspection and self-evaluation from a soul's perspective, right? Again, the more you read it, it's like, geez, oh my god, I was right that you probably needed to kill yourself in the game, Jesus Christ. To the dragon. You needed to let the dragon defeat you so that you can get Yura's full dialogue interactions and the full story. Which, again, leads me to believe that Rykard, like, literally letting a serpent eat him is the misunderstanding, right? Which is crazy. I'm not letting the dragon eat me because I want the dragon to eat me. Right? I'm letting the dragon eat me because I will literally be reborn in a new world where your summon sign is down on the floor and he has new dialogue options. So it's like I'm seeking a path to enlightenment through all of the dialogue options, and the only way to do that is allow myself in that moment of evaluation, right? When I have to fight the dragon at the end of the fucking route, I need to let it defeat me because it's a humbling experience, and then I get the full dialogue option. That's actually fucking nuts. So that was calcination, was the first stage of Limgrave, right? We did all of that. That's when you loop around. That's why there are Crucible Knights here, right? It's all trying to tie this entire region to the dragon. The secret dragon connection is the secret spiral back towards the dragon burnt ruins in the middle of the zone, right? The dragon is the center. So, dissolution is a better way. Not disillusion, because that's another word. The process, this is where we're at, right? I'll read the whole thing because this is the title of the YouTube stream. The process of dissolution is further breaking down of the artificial structures of the psyche by total immersion in the unconscious, right? Death, but also more so self-inspection, but the rejected part of our consciousness through form of dreams, voices, visions, and strange feelings, right? Which reveal a less ordered and less rational world existing simultaneously with our everyday life. In this stage, you become aware of your spiritual transformation and begin to surrender your soul alchemy, or surrender to your soul alchemy. It's a process, so that does make sense grammatically. You begin to train your mind to relinquish control so that buried subconscious trauma and negative energy are released to be dissolved. Your twin flame will begin bringing repressed old wounds through mirror effects for you to address and heal. Soul shock happens in this stage. So, mirror of your soul, your flame or whatever. I think it's Sorceress Selene for many reasons, but we'll just skip the explanation for now. Let's just say mirror image of the first. Well, who's the first mirror image you meet in terms of your twin flame? There's literally... That's Patches. Selene, right? You meet her on this road. Her soul would be with you on this journey, metaphorically speaking. We'll get into it. But she is literally wounded and in the cage and is showing the hypocrisy of the Golden Order, so pointing out the flaw in your, right, like, your character's religious order, because you show up as a tarnished, you are loyal to America, you're guided by grace, you're supposed to show up clueless, looking for answers, right? So, her being there means you would want to cycle back and ask her about it, right? So, It's crazy that you don't have a chance to. But I think that's when you would get the scroll to talk to her about it. It's weird that we see her there, but I don't know if you're supposed to even go in and talk to her. It does make sense because the ley lines guide you there, but it's just more of Castle Morn, right? Establishing to the player, if you don't know what's going on in the world, that if you like Selin, your teacher who's teaching you sorcery, right? The Golden Order, the ones who make the church, have sealed her away, right? So again, it's all connected. So how do they phrase it? Immersion in the unconscious and strange visions, all that. Less rational world. You become aware of your spiritual transformation, right? And begin surrender to your soul alchemy. That is literally what happens to Irina, right? Her spirit, she goes through a spirit transformation. She is physically the same, but her spirit transforms into Hayeta, and she calls herself Hayeta, who is a maiden, right? She wants to become a maiden, right? That self-doubt makes her think she's not a maiden, right? She's born blind, but then you find her reborn up the road only in spirit, right? Her body is exactly the same, but she now has a different spirit possessing her body, a different soul, right? Spiritual transformation. So this is literally when you become aware of spirit transformation in the game. Like I was saying, with Yura gets possessed by Shabriri, Irina gets possessed by Hayeta, and there's a bunch of instances of this. Gowry gets possessed, right? Like, is a pest and keeps getting possessed. Where are they? Right here. No matter how many times you kill Gowry, they respawn. But they're also not with the Golden Order. It's just seemingly a spirit possessing one of the, like, kindred of rot. I mean, Selin, literally, you take her soul out of one body and put it in another. Selin has a duplicate, and then you take her soul out and put it in another body, but we don't even have to go in there. Like, we don't even have to go with the physical, obvious tie. We could just go with the, like, the theming of why it's representative. It's like, not only here is there a character that goes through a spiritual transformation, there's a character whose spirit you take out of her soul, and then you go find a new body for her. It's like, that's spiritual. It's the opposite spiritual transformation, right? You're transferring bodies, she's transferring spirits. It's telling you in this one continent where you become aware of the spiritual transformation. I need to go back and get that grace, actually. That is funny, though. It's like you're becoming aware of spiritual transformations. Like, these spiritual transformations here. So that is why I think Limgrave is number 1. And then number 2, calcination, or dissolution is number 1. Oh, I fucked that up entirely. Limgrave is number 1, and that is calcination, right? Because you're meeting the Glowmite Queen Melina fire. Number 2 is the second continent it kind of flows into, which is another dead end. And that's about spiritual transformation. Separation, you would need fire, right? Separation by fire in a crucible. So this is where you get the fire separation characters. What are they using to fight Scarlet Rot? Fire. What is Millicent's whole quest? She's trying to give Melania her willpower back, which is within Millicent herself. And she says that she is an offshoot or a daughter, maybe, or a sister of some sort. She's not sure. She just knows she's tied to her spiritually, right? So she's separated spiritually, and she's like, oh, I don't know what the connection is. I'm separated, right? And then you are trying to unite everything, so that is the quest, is taking the lost piece and guiding her all the way the fuck back here. Now that I've learned about bodies separation and spirit separation, and what are these guys? The Siofra Riverwell supposed to teach me about the budding body pieces. Like you learn about the flesh, the what are they called? Sacramental buds or whatever. I think maybe, but I don't know. So by my calculation, I'm supposed to run straight the fuck here, die, then go on this giant fucking journey throughout the entire region that culminates in me getting strong enough to face a dragon, die, and then summon Yura, and then head back up towards the fucking, I don't know. Honestly, the way we're doing it right now kind of flows. I thought I went the wrong way for a minute, and then as I was reading that again, I was like, ah, well, no, that's definitely where that's supposed to be. The process of separation involves rediscovering our authentic self or feelings, right, for a person. So if Mikola is the person who controls your willpower and can make you not see your authentic feelings for them, right, that's their superpower, then this whole fucking beginning paragraph already starts with that connection. In this stage, many things surface up. Example: anger, frustration, or disappointment towards one another or ourselves. This is the shadow period of the dark night of the soul, or self-reflection by reviewing what is hidden, material, decision on what needs to be discarded, and what to reintegrate into our refined personality. Much of this shadowy material are things we are ashamed of, or deep known or unknown wounded traumas. Rather than reverting to old habit or of dutifully trying to forgive or forget, you face your dragon and demons here and meet them in the eye. So this part, this last little fucking, this whole thing I've been saying, what are we supposed to forgive and forget? What are we supposed to forgive and forget? No, you're supposed to fucking kill your demons. That's metal. Like this whole time, I'm like, do we forgive and forget? Do we forgive and forget? Do we forgive and forget? I can't even count how many times I've said that in regards to people's quests, in regards to these gods, in regards to these creatures, right? Every single thing, I'm like, wait a minute. Are you saying I'm not supposed to forgive or forget? It's a secret third option of fight, forgive, forget, or fight. That's it. That's all you needed. The third secret option. Fight. That's insane. What are you willing to fight for? Is it worth fighting for? Is it just, right? The separation of the bad to the good, right? It's the shadow period. You fight your shadow selves in the next couple steps. I was like, are you serious? Your shadow self after the marriage and seeking the underground, right? you already know what the fuck I'm gonna say. Say it with me. Everyone's favorite Ash of War to hate on, or not Ash of War, summon. My favorite, the Mimic tier. Legendary Ashen remains used to summon the spirit of a Mimic tier. Summoning consumes HP rather than FP. So this takes life as opposed to magic. The spirit takes the form of the summoner to fight alongside them, but its mimicry does not extend to imitating the summoner's will. So, if your will is stronger, it can mimic you all it wants, it cannot truly ever become you. Mimic tiers are the result of an attempt by the Eternal City to forge a lord. So if my accusation is that Marika is a creation similar to this, she wouldn't be able to help her own nature, as opposed, because that's the story, right? Nurture and nature contribute to the, you know, the psyche in this story, in this world. So, because it's the lands between, everything's like a double meaning and merged into one. So, if my accusation is correct, then her offshoot, right, of Mikola, like how Melania, her twin, has an offshoot in Millicent, Marika's offshoot, right, would not truly ever be able to impede the will that they are mimicking, right? If it's stronger than them. If they're trying to take over someone's willpower, right? They wouldn't be able to truly do it if that person was weaker than them. It's like that summarizes the entire DLC, right? Radon wasn't able to go to Mikola, right? Melania and Radon fought to a stalemate, right? I'm sure that's symbolic in the story, but we don't even need to break it down. They fought until both were defeated. Melania had to be carried away by her knights, and Radon is carrying away his knights to be eaten, right? Everything is backwards now. The man who loved his army and was an endless warrior, his will had turned against him, and Melania also had her will split off of her into Millicent. So again, it all comes back and is explained through Marika as an Albinoric, right? It explains her children's power, the reason she has to hide them, because Albinorics are shunned, right, in the Golden Order, because if you create one, you essentially create another Marika who could do the same thing to her that she did to the Albinorics, and that's what she fears, right? A cycle. So she's creating her own unnatural cycle. She evil. So she... Alright. Back to this, though. Twin flames. Twin flames. That's the whole thing. Right? There are two fires. Right? Amber, souls, fire, stars. Probably like, what the fuck are you talking about? You're just saying words. Two stars. Intertwined. Right? Twin flames, fires twin projectiles that form a spiral as they travel. This sorcery can be cast repeatedly while in motion. Yeah. A sorcery of the Keralos Conceptus, the most venerable of the Academy. This was the product of a failed attempt to create a new comet. Where do you get this? I know where you get this. Where do you get that? Where does the game tell you that you failed your twin soul, your twin flame? Right? I know the answer. Now I pose the question to you. Where do you get that spell? Where does the game tell you you failed this character? I will leave it a mystery, because I already know. I have a big old whiteboard here and a notebook where I'm working out the solution. but I'm definitely finding parallels in these stories. So people that are like, this seems like a stretch, this might be wrong, I'm like, it's very perfectly aligned with everything. All the way up to the multiplication stage. Dare I say the DLC, where you increase your power, your potency, huh? Second verse, same as the first. So this step right here about the Weeping Peninsula would be all about the corpses of people, right? Their ash and material decomposed. But the problem is, in America's fucked up order, you're not allowed to burn bodies, right? That's Melena's whole quest. That's the whole point of everything. That's the secret. That's why corpses are buried directly. They're not broken down, right? It doesn't help them. It doesn't help the tree. We don't break down the corpses. We don't allow them to become the soil in the game, so you fuck it up. Oh, I forgot one of the best little tidbits and facts that when I read it, I thought of this zone immediately. Let's see if I can find the fact again. Was this the one? Yeah. Dissolution is the great flood. So this stage, remember when I was looking at the ruins out on the water and I was like, damn, those ruins don't make any sense out there unless the world had flooded. And the world below those ruins where they constructed it is no longer accessible. That's the only way that makes any sense, is if the world had been flooded. Damn. Strange that the symbol of the Great Flood, right, this zone that symbolizes the Great Flood, is the one that helped me realize with the placement of ruins that there is no way that this isn't a flooded world, which is crazy. That would also explain all the jellyfish. The whole world is flooded. And also this castle right here, right? I assumed it was just being washed away into the sea, but this is built here. This is a fucking, this is a building that was broken. And you could tell just by the bricks down there. Right? That's not how you lay bricks. This shit was flooded. These cliff faces look exactly like the other cliff faces. But here, I'll the nail in the coffin. Let's go here. If you can explain these ruins without a flood, I will gladly accept that this world isn't flooded. But I will just show with my eyes and yours now what the fuck I'm talking about. Where I walked up to this and was like, oh. Wow. That's crazy. What the fuck are those doing out there? What are these ruins? And you're gonna see a lot more of this now. What are these ruins doing out there? If you look at the water, it goes deep into the water, right? Like right where this one is, there's stone, and then that one goes deeper, and that one goes deeper. And I already know because of data mine videos, that one's pretty long. So why are these ruins out in the middle of the fucking water? Right? And broken. I mean, we know that a meteorite hit, so that's probably it. But if it's going off of biblical lore, if it's going off of multiple religious representations, many religions and cultures feature stories of a great flood. While in the biblical flood story is most well known, flood myths also appear in Hinduism, Buddhism, Zoroastrianism, Judaism, Islam, Greek mythology, and numerous other cultures. Yeah. The story of the flood is a recurring motif across various mythologies, reflecting human fascination with natural disasters and their potential to reshape the world, right? So if I'm saying that the ancient times were reshaped by a meteor and it's all representative of the real world sciences, then there's definitely a flood, motherfucker. Good luck disproving that argument. But that is funny. There's always like, oh, that's probably in the story, and then I come across some little ruins like that, and I'm like, okay, well, there's no unseeing that. God damn it. Like, I knew it was based off of many religions in the game, right? They essentially made their own religion, but it's like, well, shit. It definitely flooded. What is that? I don't want to hit the kids, but all right. Is it like flying? It is just a health orb, not worth it. What they're saying, the invisible rocks over here were eaten. The fuck does that work? Maybe just broken up and crumbled into the pile of shit that the beetle was rolling around. Took me a second to phrase it, but I got it. Okay. When are you supposed to face your shadow twin? They say twin like a million times in there. Really? Okay. Sublimation is a purification process in the completion of the magnum opus. It is a culmination of two bodies and spirits. In twin flame connection, this is the twin flame union anchored. At this stage of union, 5D template is established between the couple, marking it as they bring their heaven on earth experience. What the fuck? It is a purification and making more subtle of all terrestrial and heterogeneous parts, and giving them a perfection from which they were deprived of, or rather to release the chains that kept them in imprisonment and prevent them from growing from lifetimes. Okay, that actually, the last part clarified it for me. It is a purification, Miquella's needle, and making more subtle of all terrestrial and heterogeneous parts, Scarlet Rot, and giving them a perfection from which they were deprived of. Again, Miquella's the bad guy in my theory, depriving Melania of the truth. Easy. I could just ask a couple questions to prove this. Why did Miquella force two people to fight if they sided with them, right? And not force everyone to fight to the death in the Halig tree if that was his, you know, method. It isn't, right? He kills people who have stronger wills than him and can impose he can't impose his own will. So that just proves Radahn didn't want to join, right? And again, to prove it, there's an item. This is what Melania said to Radahn. Oh, my brother will keep his promise. He possesses the wisdom, the allure of a god. He is the most fearsome Empyrean of all. Right? Melania awaited Miquella at the foot of the husk. That is not what she said to Radahn. I guess I was thinking of a different. She has a lot of quotes from her armor. That's crazy, actually. She has a different piece of armor that also has a quote associated with it. That's okay. Not what I was thinking, but there we go. Young lion's gloves. Miquella awaits thee, O promised consort, is what she murmured in Radahn's ear as they were fighting to the death. Like right when she exploded in the cutscene, right? When Melania, blade of Miquella, let the rot flower blossom in Ionia, Radahn heard a murmur in his ear, right? So it's telling you exactly when it takes place, exactly what the fuck happened, and it just says, Miquella awaits thee, O promised consort. And then again, to further the tie that Radahn is metaphorically chained by, like, Miquella and their gold. There are golden chains on this glove right here, right? So, Miquella's bad, imposes his will on people, and that's why I think Mogwin's body was chosen. It kind of tells a exact tale, right? So Radahn is weaker physically than Morgott and Mogwin. I know everyone wants to say Radahn is a Chad, but they just show you a picture right at the beginning of the game of Margit the Fell beating the fuck out of Radahn, saying he claimed a great rune then. So, and there's a lot of items that also say this. That's his sword, right? That's him with his cloak on. So, Radahn is weaker physically than the twins, because they're Omen, they're the chosen one by blood, crucible blessings, there's many reasons. But their wills are broken by their mother, right? Moog already had his will taken by Miquella in the same cutscene, right? Showing the tie of this event that I'm talking about. When they're like, oh, he absconded with him, literally this picture, right? So there's the two pictures that tie all of the story together. Margit is stronger, so his twin, physically the same, is just as strong. That's just logic, right? They're physically the same. They are twins, physical twins. So they're twins. They're identical twins, right? But they're spiritually different, right? He follows the Golden Order. He wants to start his own. So again, why does he want to start his own dynasty? Because Miquella is controlling him now. But it just kind of tells you, why did Radahn's spirit have to get put in Moog's body? Well, because it's based off of the body and Mikola can like completely control this corpse already, right? It's already a thing that has happened. They already know what they're doing. And I think it might be them because we do it before this, if my theory is correct. We might be able to do some of the story. Maybe? I don't know. With this person? Who knows? They say claim a great rune, so you would only need Radon's to get in there, and then the second great rune to get in the DLC, you would only need the 2. It happens to be the 2 people that you could do in this weird, fucked up order. So, anyway, this all hinges on not killing Godric, which is funny as fuck. It's enlightenment, so giving them perfection from which they were deprived of, or rather to release the chains. It's very particular that Mikola puts chains on Moog / Radon's new body armor that kept them in imprisonment and prevented them from growing from lifetimes. So Mikola allows Saint Trina, right, Death, to die in a pit while they're creating their new order. They don't want anyone to die, right? Because the voice line that is in the game files of Mikola is them saying, we're going to guide everyone through thousands and thousands of years of compassion. You wouldn't be able to live that long if they didn't get rid of death, right? They're repeating the errors of America. They're not allowing true death, right? So it's just a fucked up, not fully thought out alchemical journey. They didn't go on the first journey with us, Mikola, right? So they don't actually get to claim the transcendence, right? They didn't kill half of the people. We did. We went through the interactions with the actual world. Mikola did not, right? There are certain people that Mikola has met, and we see them in the game, in the DLC, and then they say the exact same thing. Their chains were broken, right? They're like, Mikola's evil as fuck. They use love as a weapon, dude. Fuck that. What they're doing to Moog is so messed up that I can't even live with myself if I let this go on. Even though it's so scary that I can't even think about it without being scared, I still need to do it. That's what Ansbach says. It's like, damn. He's like, yeah. And he even forgives you, right? The whole thing is forgiveness. He forgives you for killing Moog if you tell him the truth in the end. He's like, I know you killed the Lord of Blood. It's fine. I forgive you. Which is crazy. That was the reason he did all of this. And he forgives you. So that is wild. All of these fucking things perfectly align with the story, and it's kind of crazy. And the visual ties. It's like, oh, chains, you say. They have to get rid of their chains in this step that is conveniently aligned with Mikola. Huh. Interesting. The reason we have to analyze is I'm like, where the fuck do we go next? I think we should... This is what I'm torn between. It's either this or this. There's a trifecta. It's either this, this, or this. If we take the sending gate, you fight dragons, right? To face your true self? Is that what they're trying to say? But you don't get Gowry's interaction unless you walk through, right? Let's check it out. This whole thing is giving you the secrets of Celia. Getting ahead of yourself would be teleporting that red sign, right? Because then you're going backwards through the thing he's giving you the secret to. So, I mean, it's a little weird, but I don't know if it cuts dialogue. Oh, okay. You piece of shit. That's so fucking funny. Oh my god, you gotta be kidding me. You gotta be, oh my god. The voice, whoever fucking wrote the dialogue for this is... Why, that's me! So you hit a burning wall. So it takes place in isolation. That's so funny. There's no oxygen. That's why they're fucking... Game is so good. Alright, I'm gonna try and search for the ley line. Pointing me this way. I can't go that way. Right? What did we just find? A butterfly. Okay. It's rotting, everything rotting scarlet. The earth that Caelid rests upon, and Celia, town of sorcery. The end is nigh for us all. Yeah, wow. The double meanings are getting so, like... I can't even fucking explain them all, but I see them. It's rotting, everything rotting scarlet. Yeah, so everything is rotting scarlet. It's what we're supposed to notice about the story in our alchemical soul journey. The very earth that Caelid... Hold on one second. Skirt! Yeah, and that's what we're supposed to know. The very earth that Caelid rests upon, and Celia, town of sorcery. We're supposed to notice that everything is the same as the earth. The end is nigh for us all. Yeah, god damn. Caked on layers. So it's all rotting the whole world, right? Because the cycle is broken. That's the double meaning. Not just Caelid. But then also in the alchemical story, this is what we're supposed to realize right now, is that everything is the same. It's all rotting. Because that's where we are in the after dissolution, right? We've melted down the corpses and distilled them, right? Dissolution solutions, right? Like a liquid. It's scarlet rot is the liquid when you in game, literally that's the story, and figuratively, right? When you take all of the corpse water, right, and you infuse the corpses into the flowing water, and it stops flowing, right, and it's settled down, what do you get? You get scarlet rot. So it's like everything is scarlet rot, right? The world is rotting. I understand that, but Then he says Kaled and then the town of Celia. So that is an order of like, those are proper nouns in an order, right? So Kaled, then Celia. That's what they want you to do. The wilds of Kaled, right? We're gonna go through Kaled. Then we go through Celia. How does he phrase the swamp? Because that actually matters a lot. Able to cross the scarlet swamp of Ionia. Okay, so that is a proper noun again. So there are 2 NPCs telling me now to cross Kaled, then go to Celia, right? Because by the time when you meet him, that's fucking wild. We're getting ahead of ourselves. So I'm going to guess ley lines. I'm going to trust the guidance of grace. Okay. We loop around. Are the trees supposed to be loops? Is that it? Wow, it does conveniently go this way. Okay. And then there's an item. Then we go out the back door. We circle around. We circle around. Was there an item? Nope. Enemy though. Oh, and then we go this way. I didn't even notice there was a road here. So we're going to that tree because it's pointed me at this tree about 20 fucking times now. Hold on, though. There's a thing up here. So you're supposed to end at the PvP arena because that changes my perspective of Limgrave a little bit. It's the only way you could really play this. Oh. Huh. Interesting. Critique, if I can, game designers, put this on a hill. Where this is divoted inwards, it needs to be up. Because if either side you're coming up to, that's why they made that skippable. Because it's like, why would you even go there? Right? You don't see it coming up from either side. So how are we supposed to get down to this fucking tree right here? That's the spiral? Wait, did I literally already run by it? What? Where the fuck is the exit? What? I think maybe you do go through the zone backwards. I mean, that thing is still in a weird place, but... Hold on. Hold the fuck on. I'm gonna make a save state here. I think I'm gonna have to rewind and go and kill Margit the Fell Illusion, then do the Weeping Peninsula. I think I have to be defeated by Margit. I didn't know that the Smoldering Church activated the thing, but the entire lower area doesn't. It changes Gideon's dialogue of like, well, everyone has been spoken to, right? Oh yeah, because he doesn't know. That's the funniest thing I think I was about to say. Gideon, the all-knowing, doesn't know about this girl. Because the kindred of Rot have been keeping her a secret past Celia. She would be, in their eyes, heir to the lord of their making with the mimic Albinoric people, if my theory was correct. Many prophecies align. So that Gideon isn't the all-knowing. I accidentally became the all-knowing, but I don't know anything. That's the problem. Okay. Someone who goes by the all-knowing that is missing many pieces of information. The thing that he says that kind of confirms this, it's not a stretch, but it's just very far in. All of the double meanings come from Gideon, and he ends the dialogue. The last thing he can possibly say to you is like, oh, with Mikola's location revealed, I can finally piece it all together, right? And he's like, it's ironic that the all-knowing didn't know that. So he's saying there's something about Mikola related to the Gold Needle, their location, right, in the order of things, was kept a secret from them, right? Because they're loyal to the Golden Order, who hates the kindred of Rot, so they don't view... Like, it wasn't even worth looking into for him. He probably, man, maybe he wanted to, but no one could get through the Scarlet Rot, right? The Golden Order is currently fighting it off, and their commander is like a mindless war dude. So I guess Castellan Edgar and... Okay. That changes my perspective on a character. Okay. That motherfucker needs to die. No, what is his name? The dude that's in this castle. He's the one in charge of Radahn's forces while Radahn is mindless. So all of your suffering in Caelid through the Knights is because of Redmane Castle. And that's fucked. What the hell is the dude's name? I can remember everything, but I can't remember this guy's name. Redmane Castle. It's not a good sign that I can't remember his name, so. Jaren. I knew it started with a J, or like a J sound. At least he admits he's foolish. All right. Okay, so we don't. Whoa, what the fuck? Very well, there's nothing wrong with a well-laid scheme. So the way that this all looped around was that the last thing you would do is the catacombs at the very beginning of the area. So it's pointing like way over here. What the fuck are you pointing at? You're pointing at these catacombs? No. The hell is this thing pointing at? It's like between the divine tower. It literally looks like it's pointing right here. Here's the tower. No. There's a marker on the map, and then there's the actual placement of the object on the map. The fuck is this thing pointing at? Fuck it. Alright. I knew it was gonna do that, but I was like, there's no way that you survive that fall, right? Okay. So maybe it's trying to guide you along this area? I mean, no matter what, it's taking you to this road right here. Alright. I guess. Fuck. Oh, I'm gonna die. Okay. Coffin points this way. There's a camp here. There's a fucking gigantic bird here. Any items? Anything useful? Of course there's a treasure chest here. Because why the fuck would there not be? I'm glad that that barricade fucking didn't do a goddamn thing. Okay, dude. Wait, time out. Get my flask so that when I die, I don't drop my souls. Okay. Normally I would think that this is the game telling me to turn around, but I'm in a stage that's about facing your inner demons, right? Or some shit. All right. I will be right back. And then I'm going to do a run through Caelid. We might have to rewind time at the end of this, but again, will be more for me to do solo and then come back with more answers. The fact that I found the answer, and it was like, damn, I was actually really close when I didn't know what the fuck was going on. And a lot of these things that I guessed way earlier where I was like, what, does this mean this? Here, I'll show one thing before I get up. Just an item and then a Google search. We just need Deathbird. Oh, okay, wait. Stone helm with a tinge of green, one of a set of armor pieces cast in the image of the Gravebird. Empowers spells which summon rings of spectral light. I didn't know that. That's really cool. Gravebirds are ancient golems created to guard the spirit graves built where all manners of death ultimately drift. Where are golems from? Jewish folklore. And ready? Wait. What are golems made of? Clay. Damn it. It's mortal clay. Mortal clay meaning? How did I even know what the fuck that was? Mortal clay refers to the human body's physical nature, implying that it is temporary and will eventually return to the earth after death. Maybe Jewish symbolism doesn't refer to it as mortal clay, so that's why they don't do... Maybe I'm conflating or mixing up religions because that's the whole point of Elden Ring, is to show that they're all originating from one source and they are killing each other over nothing. Isn't that stupid? Actually not killing each other over nothing. Some people believe themselves better by divine right, which is fucking stupid. So, I'll be right back. Just wanted to pull that up. The whole mentioning of mortal clay that I kept saying before in the past streams, even that. That's the whole point of the Gravebirds. Tinge of green, like the Fergal light or whatever the fuck they called it. Alright, I'll be right back. back. I'm going to inspect the area. It looks like the flowers on the backs of these people have completely turned to scarlet rot masses. I hate that Ash of War. It takes so long to do no fucking damage, dude. All right, back to blood. It's not even a question. It's so much better. It's so much better. Holy shit. It's also my build, but god damn. Oh my god. Feels like training weights have fallen off me. Like I was walking through sludge. Like I was walking through swamp. And murky swamp waters. And now I am free. God damn. No! I thought I had my shield out. Rookie mistake. If you press it at the wrong time, it doesn't switch. See how it's not switching right now? There's a lot of things that prevent you from switching your equipment. So it was gonna rebuff. That sucks. Alright. Flame. Grant me. That's not it. Whatever. Flame, do your thing. Okay, maybe it's eating inputs. I hit the heal button and was just walking backwards. God damn. All right. Oh, are you supposed to spare everything for the circle around past Kaled? That would kind of make sense. So I tell everybody to go fuck themselves in the first cycle, and then I go to do the quests. I talk to everyone as much as I can. Then go to the Weeping Peninsula after Limgrave, do that whole thing. Up. I mean, maybe. Okay, I definitely saw a secret, so we're just gonna hit that real quick. Does this count? Yeah, it kind of counted. Alright, bleed works pretty well. It is corpse water. These are masses of flesh and plant. I actually don't even know what the fuck is sticking out of this thing, but bleed damage OP. Butterfly. Unfortunately, a blue item, which would mean it's required. So now, oh god, we're circling back. I have my fan on now. Like how can you argue with that? The results speak for themselves. He hit me like twice there, if that wall wasn't in the way. Blood, attack, magic. The only thing I would change is blue fire. Same attack, blue fire. It can still even take my health away. I do not care. I just want blue fire so goddamn bad. Okay, I thought it was in front of him, but we'll take that. I'll coordinate all according to plan. Yeah. Now that was very clearly not a fake one. I think I'm understanding. Explore the level you're on, and then find... See, that's a staircase down. Then you go back and explore any secrets before you continue forward. I think that's what the game is really trying to... Be wary of boss. Grab ahead. What? Oh. Tiny crabs. It scared the shit out of me, dude. I thought it was gonna be like a big crab. Oh, fuck. We're just running it. If I die, I don't lose my stuff. So these are the wolf ruins. Woof. Wait, what? There's more down? Wait, I'm at the top now. That one hurt my brain. I'm not gonna lie. I still am not quite sure how the fuck I wound up here. But literally wound up. Like my brain doesn't know, but we did it. That was cool. We're back. That was weird. This fucking game designers deserve so many awards that worked on this. It deserves game of the year for many years. Yo, what's up? How you doing, Flicker? It's got to be like a build-up bar or something. I can't. I tried to tab out. My camera was moving back. I was trying to move my mouse with the game open. Okay, ow. Heal up to full. Ow. Don't get greedy. Woo! Scepter and sword. Mad Pumpkinhead. Didn't we already get him? Oh no, we got the actual Pumpkinhead hat. Spirit of a mad soldier with a large, brawny physique. Though he has stifled his panic within the dark confines of his helmet. Hold on. Sorry, I just need to lock the fuck in. I made so many mistakes reading shit today. He rampages as if driven mad when agitated by bloodshed or the humming of insects. He rampages as if driven mad when agitated by bloodshed or the humming of insects. This mad soldier is all that is left of a broken gladiator. Oh, the fucking blood flies. The formless mother. It's totally an omen under there. I said it as kind of a joke before, but that shit was like, this is an omen under here. You know how all the omen have connection to the formless mother? Because they're subjugated, right? You go do the DLC. That's such a cool illusion. So there are these jars here, and it looks like the land's connected because it used to be at one point, but you can't. You have to go all the way around the entire zone. So that's cool. That's pretty cool, actually. And it's also Alexander Warrior jar. Where you're helping right now? Is that the hint? Go do Alexander's cave. I have no healing. Sorry, the Google Chrome was half covering chat and I totally missed the message. I don't know if you're still here, Flicker. Oh, you know what? YouTube automated the stream. I should check what quality the latency's at, because it might just auto make it. And then that lowers the... I don't think I can... Oh, it's on normal latency. Yeah, I think it's low latency. I'm about to get hit in game, but whatever. Okay, yeah. So it automated the delay. There's stream delay because YouTube decided there should be. I didn't set that. Normally I have it set to low, so I'm glad I checked. I started a new playthrough in Elden Ring. I believe in you. Get to New Game Plus 7 and fucking shatter the secrets. This game has so much to it. It's like, I want everyone to be helping me search for the fucking secret Elden Ring ending. Especially after the discovery yesterday that I've been explaining all day so far. It's like, goddamn. I was wrong before, but misled. And now that I'm looking into it more so, I'm like, oh, it's because those people didn't know about Elden Ring. Or it's just Google AI putting things in formation. Essentially, they were like, there are 5 steps to alchemy. There's step 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then the 5th step is 7 steps. That is entirely wrong. That's a Google fucked up entirely. It's like there are 12 steps of alchemy, and those 4 steps are like in the middle of those 12 steps. So it's like, okay, now I get it. So that's why I was kind of right before, where I was like, there are things before these steps, because it doesn't make sense to just jump into these steps. But now I think we're doing it in the correct order. It's more of a question, really. But that is dope that you're starting a new playthrough. I'm torn between taking a teleporter or not. Sending Gate. Gowry's quest doesn't make any sense if I take the teleporter, is the problem. Is the blue sky blue? Google? No, it's blue. Yeah, exactly. You were there for that. I was like, what the fuck is happening right now? That's essentially what it feels like is happening in the community. I'm like, guys, look. In Bonnie Village, there's a snake, right? And that's where we think this happens. So that must mean there's a snake with these characters. And they're like, you're crazy. And then we go, and then like this, the whole character's representation is a snake. Everything associated with them. And I'm like, I guess I am fucking crazy. Like, I'm seeing it everywhere now. I feel crazy, but... I'm gonna need a little bit bigger. Okay, now let me get a good look at this area. Where the fuck are we supposed to go? I have increased in power. Speaking of blue, I found the blue fire that I was looking for this whole time. Whoa, okay. Holy fuck, I do a lot of damage. I'm so used to playing a level 1. Oh my god. Bad timing though. So there's a treasure chest over here that I'm supposed to get. Okay, so if the ruins and buildings and natural patterns are ley lines guiding me forward. Let's see if this bird just ignores me. We're supposed to be an assassin, right? Okay, assassin failed. Okay, that was a dragon move. I recognize that. Okay, Torrent, listen. Torrent, bad horse. Okay, definitely tell me to go this way. There's definitely something here. Cool. Perfect. Okay. Well, I was pressing buttons. My character did not want any buttons to be pressed, so it's fine. We're gonna just spawn right here where we're standing, so. Yoink. Was kind of okay with dying. I was pressing buttons, so I did want to fight back. So, ley lines, where are we going? Jump onto the ruins. Because sometimes they show you things, so I can get up here from this way. Huh. Okay. So could I... Okay, well. Nope. Wait, hold on. I suck at that so bad. We'll get it. We'll get it. Hold on. Oh, that looks like Mesmer's assassins or whatever. I will get it at some point. Woo! You could jump on the thing and hit it. Unless they got rid of that and it was like a cut content video I saw, but... One of these fucking days. I think you're supposed to hit the bomb on the back, though. Or like the port. Idea. Let's face him this way, maybe. No. Alright, fine. I'm not good enough. No, I actually don't. I think it was cut content, but I've never tried it, so I can't confirm. I think I'm just not good enough. I know that's crazy to say. Fucking how the hell do you do this? It's what, I don't know why I'm trying to jump on it all style-like. Like each one of these is a boss in its own right, and I'm just jumping around trying to have fun with it. Please. Please. Fuck me. Whoa, that one. Did you see how that just turned around? You think he just shoo me away or something with his hand? So they're using butterflies and corpses and flowers. Flower power. Ow. Every single one of those has dropped a fucking butterfly. Where? Where? Oh, and a flower. Is there really no, like, secret floor? Oh, well, yep. Who goes there? Oh shit. Well, if there's two of you, it's only fair. Okay, ow. Got your ankle. All right. Visage shield. I forgot the mimic can just hang out here with me, so. Or not. Is that where you want me to go? Alright, so you're taking me this way. There's a tree here. There's some dogs. Oh, coffins. That's actually important. This shows me that I wasn't crazy, that there's an alignment with the corpses. Is there a way down then? Doesn't look like it. There are roots, but the game does not like you jumping on roots. Jesus, okay, that's a big ass drop. Am I supposed to see? I guess that tree over there. You're pointing at that tree? Is that where we're headed? No shot. What the fuck? You could just jump here? Okay. It really wants you to go through here. There's now 3 or 4 paths that take you through here. There's the one we just found. There's the teleportation to Garank and then going through it backwards. And then there's just the normal way of going up through Gowry and Celia. So I think it might be you can easily fuck it up kind of thing. Let's go talk to Gowry. Oh, you know what'll guide me? The Finger Maiden and the fucking viewport right there. Duh. I'm like, damn, if only I had some sort of guidance. Oh yeah, the next thing in the steps were fucking the things that'll guide me. Okay. Okay. So we keep going down the main road. Kalim. There's Kalid. Kalim. Wait. We will use our eyes and decipher. I am looking at absolutely fucking nothing. What if I look down? Alright, I'm looking into Kalid. Alright, I'm looking at the swamp. So there used to be something here worth looking at. Way in the distance to the left there. It's like, what am I currently aligned with? What's that shit way over there? What's this thing? Oh, that's one of the invasion towers. It's like the fortifications. Okay. So head towards there. Something moving this way. Oh. Okay, wait. Which way did it point me? I'm gonna look completely in the opposite direction. So it is southeast in like the exact middle, and then a little bit south. So it would be northwest, and then a little bit west. Because that would be the exact opposite of this. I guess I'm looking at the Divine Tower in Liurnia. If I line up and then do it. Yeah, it's pretty lined up with the Divine Tower right there. There's like a large space where it lines with the opposite viewport and the Divine Tower. And if you do the opposite view, it's telling you to go to the tree that I just came from, right? If you go north instead of west, if I was mistaken. Either way, right? You're in the tree. It's definitely a good thing to do. Use this viewport. Okay, wait. So if it is aligned with a tree, then where the fuck is it looking? Hold on, wait. It is looking... It's like, use the negative space, right? I can look down perfectly and have like the entire region. So what is hidden from my sight? To the right here, there's not really much. There's aligned with one tree. The fort. That's pretty good. I should go there, maybe. Huh. Weird ass zone. There's a small circle. Same rules apply, right? There's a circle here. We should just continue in a circle. To here, I guess to here, right? Tell me a prophecy. Alright. So, the blind leading the blind. We shouldn't listen to her yet, and then when we are reversing the game order and on our way backwards through it, we can listen to her. So there's double meaning built in. Let's see what the first meaning is. Now that I'm just walking up to her, what is she telling me to do?
You. Please. I can read them. Your fingers.
Yes.
Please, your fingers. Oh, bless you.
Hi, back. Welcome back. I'm looking for a prophecy right now.
Are you one for festivals?
Okay, festivals or flowers. She's telling me festival before flower.
To the south, a grand festival to make the stars turn.
Yes.
To the east, the hardened bud of a flower to be.
And I think that's about Millicent as well as the Swamp of Ionia.
There you enter into the heart of the scarlet rot.
Okay. So first tier of the wall, right side. Where the roots guide us. My god. This zone is so... Oh, of course you need to run through here. Of course you need to run through here. Did I miss a leaf? Hope not. So you need to go through there for the arteria leaf. That's fucking deranged, I'll say it. That's some shit. And let me guess, I need to go under here. Yep. Okay. Masochist, I think, is the one that likes to torture people. Okay, so now you're saying spiral up here with this leaf. Okay, give me a sec. I see the path to leave, but... Excuse me, sir. Do you happen to know how to get the fuck out of here? That bird seems to be fine. I'm looking around, okay? Don't bother me. Ah, a secret. Blocked by the tree. Don't. Okay. We need these. Should've got that on my way back. Got that last one on my way back. Can't believe you need the fucking... Anything that doesn't respawn, you need to pick up, I think. Which is... torturous. Of course it's a fucking wall. Jump. Run this way. And then it's a dirt path. Negative space. Oh fuck, we hit a tree. Come on. Spiral. Okay. Please don't kill me. This is lined up like we should have found this earlier. Or no, it was just pointing us in the right direction. Never mind, we're good. Leave me be, bird. Leave me be. That looks like death. This not so much. Take the leap of remembrance, or whatever the fuck they said. So we start off by helping... What are we looking for? So we start off by helping Alexander through the tunnel. Maybe? You can also end with this. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but it matters to me, damn it. I think you just need to progress everyone's quest to the point where you get everyone's dialogue. So this would be the best time to just get Alexander's dialogue out of the way, I think. Please, you don't need to sound any alarm bells. The welcoming committee need not bother. Yoink. Throw them all up here. Yoink. Yoink. I guess it would make sense for this to be the last thing you do here, because you're supposed to face your dragons or demons. It's like the last paragraph, right? So helping Alexander towards the end after teleporting still kind of makes sense. We would need more confirmation through like progressing the quest past Caelid. I might have to do Caelid multiple times in one playthrough. How's that for a challenge run? People are like, I restart the game when I die. It's like I have to restart the zone every time I talk to a fucking NPC incorrectly. Jesus Christ. That's actually what I've been doing. That's not the way I wanted to run. Good dodge. Slice the dragon stomach open. Fun fact about dragons, their weakness is actually their stomach. That's why they land on. What the fuck were you attacking just now? What the hell? So they lay on jewels and gemstones in some fantasy worlds. It's because they want to strengthen their underbelly. Alright. We turn around. I wonder what it considers the exit for me. Hello.
Good sir. Where did you spring from?
I did the
This
thing.
was supposed to be a dead end, I'm sure of it. What's going on here? A door from thin air. Well, stranger things happen at sea, or so I'm told. But
Door from thin air.
to the Kaled.
Oh my god.
Suppose my calculations were right all along. You should head this way as well, friend.
Yeah, like a backwards path, as if like the door were like a wellspring of air pushing you up over a cliff, and it just shows up magically, like this guy who just showed up like a spirit.
It's time I set off to the festival at Redmane Castle on the southern edge of the scarlet rot blighted Kaled Wilds. Doesn't the thought just set your heart aflutter?
All of the blood stains. Who the fuck challenged Alexander here?
To the festival at Redmane Castle on the southern
Alright.
edge. Doesn't the
He's kind of just telling you. Doesn't the thought make your heart a flutter? Oh, is he talking about Ellen? Is it like a joke about her fate is also tied? Not just Ronnie, but Sellen's quest requires, everyone's quest requires. So I guess the heart would be the dragons as well. Damn, that's funny. The many meanings. Her back. Heart of flutter. You're supposed to fight the dragons. Get their hearts. You're right now is like when we're actually supposed to be fighting dragons. These guys really don't know how to fight. Radon fucked up here. Interesting that they don't malfunction. They're more like the Obsidian Lords than they are the Albinora constructs. That's not what I wanted to do. Used all of my healing. Oops. Fuck. Oh, and fractal design. That was the exit. I was hoping they'd kill each other. No? Fractal patterns typically make squid shapes. Like, so spirals equals squids. Are there secrets? Nope, just collapsed tunnels. Okay. Let's get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Wait, what? Oh. This is why we must use the spiral, huh? Alright. If my calculations are correct, we should go back to Caelid from here. Actually, if we're supposed to just continue straight... Best of both worlds. Now we're pointed at the sending gate, which takes us all the way to the other side. Alright, I'm gonna trust the road. If this cycles me back up the hill, then it was just the first loop. And we just walk up the hill. Oh yeah, and then it's showing me that castle is the second loop. Okay, alright. Actually, it is just a walking pattern. Yep, there's a boss here. Alright. Might have just drop one of these bad boys real quick. What the fuck? The hell is that? Oh, and then is this when we jump into the catacombs? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Game's pathing is fucking weird, but it makes sense. After you walk the path, it's like hindsight's 2020 ass fucking game. As above, so below. As within, so without. As the universe, so the soul. That's the hermetic saying that it's all based on. I was saying as above, so below, not even knowing that I was right. Like, that is not just like, oh, kind of right, it's based off the same thing. No, literally. That is what the fuck it's talking about. That's what that's from. It shares the origin, but it is the origin. That saying, I was like, holy shit. It's like from the Emerald Tablet, like an ancient fucking carving. I'm like, what the, really? Oh, fuck. I thought it was more modern than that. Like, what the fuck? The poem I was reciting was from an ancient tablet, and I didn't even know it. It was just kept alive by so many people. I was like, oh, I thought it was from like all those other things that said it. I was like, ah, that's cool. Alright. So we run the circle again, this time on the other side of the wall. Like, that's actually the difference. Nothing changes. Right? And then you can't get trapped. Is that the question? That it? Is that it? The only reason you would need patches interaction. What the fuck is this? Is this the exit? Oh, they're watching Ash. Fuck. I'm dying. I normally mute, but damn. Worth it. Worth it. Double worth it. Yeah, they really point you in the direction of Alexander. There's like 4 paths. So this is just a normal siege on a castle. I think you're going against the grain by doing it this way, because you just jumped over 2 walls. Like, you're skipping shit. That's funny. I mean, I did the thing, I believe, that the walls represent. Alexander. And the tree, right? Also circling around entirely. Maybe it's... Oh wait, and the maiden. Those would have been the 2 NPCs before this point. We did it. We're good. Actually, it's the 2 NPCs that those walls end at as well. Get blocked, nerd. Albinorix? No, I'm just kidding. I have a setting on. My blood is of the earth. I'm still in my lead consciousness. What the fuck is it? The lead ego. And then the golden consciousness. I'm still lead ego. So my character's blood is silver. Okay. Pretty sure it's easier to just circle back around and jump down to that, but The hell? Alright. Take the leap of remembrance. And remember your warrior's blood. Me you want. Let's go. That guy's like, I am getting the fuck out of here. They're simply ignoring me. Okay, sure. The game's like, hey, mad respect actually. That's crazy. Damn. That really doesn't give a shit. He's like, hey man, I'm from the Golden Order. I just work here, alright? I'm not trying to be a gladiator. What's up, Ted? He's like, you there? Ow. You did more damage to me than the lion, though, to be fair. He was clearly a Ted. So, isn't there a lever that opens it? Yeah, it's up there. And that was in case you needed a shortcut back because the thing kept killing you. It's changing the context of running through an area. You run through an area for objective A, and then you grab it, you run backwards through the area, or you run through the other half of the area backwards. Right? And get the stuff you missed. Towards objective B. Then you have to go back towards objective A, but now you're going to get objective C. Convene the festival of war. Hey, whoa, 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 hey, whoa, 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 whoa. I was reading. Thought we had an agreement here, you fucking... I can't kick him. Alright. Magic slash, because I'm built different. Alright. That's what he gets for interrupting my reading. Convene the festival of war. Honor General Radon with a warrior's glory. Okay. It's in your hands, Sir Jaren. See, Jaren is the one that's leading Radon's people right now. So all of the people that keep killing you and Caelid, that's Jaren's fault. And then that is a trap, if I remember correctly, right? If this isn't a treasure chest and it's a teleporter, we do not take it. Right? Is that... Maybe we do take it. And we're going backwards to the zone. We circle around. Kind of makes more sense. Strangely. Let me look. I've never actually used the towers to look around. That you would think. I'm basing it off of viewpoints. And I'm like, oh, I haven't looked around at the highest fucking point in the entire region. So this is the lowest point in the region, and it's just built up high. So that's why you go here first. Now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, everything is like almost on level with me, except Radon, the next area I said we should go. So Dragon... Spiral down. The tower the other way. It doesn't look like it works quite as well. Oh, never mind. Okay, no shortcut. Technically, this is the correct path, and any other way would be the shortcut. Ooh, secret item. I forgot an item over here. Oof. I got caught by the drape. If I didn't land on the side of that fucking tent, I'd be dead. Flame grant me strength. And yoink. Okay, so then you turn around here. You go down. The roots are like actually pointing. Is there any like arterial leaf or some shit? Okay, all right. What are we looking at? Mikola's Lily. Oh fuck, there was actually something over there. That's crazy. They keep like not looking at the important thing. They're not looking where they need to. Is the funniest fucking thing to say about the Golden Order people, because that's my criticism of the not the people who criticize me, but the people who have theories that don't seem to be based off of like the inspiration that they would want you to look into. Where is this guy? Okay. The candle tree is part of the prophecy. This path is part of the prophetic path. I am truly pathetic. Oh wait, no, I mean prophetic. Maybe a little of both, huh? Maybe you need to be a little pathetic to seek such a title as Elden Lord. If what I'm saying ends up being true though, I added double the value. I added a secret ending. And it literally increases the value of everyone's purchase that own this game. Like, oh, everyone who owns it, all 30 million people, there's a secret ending, right? If that's true. That's fucking crazy. It's like, okay, well, I definitely contributed to people's lives if I find the path and can at least confirm and set people on the way. That would be insane. Sorry, dragon. Oh, you're supposed to slay the dragons. Where could he be leading me? We'll fight the boss of this. I mean, that staircase with Miquella's lily at the bottom and a prophecy adjacent, not even adjacent. Those candles are part of a prophecy, so that just being there. Oh, is this the cave that like connected Miquella? You get a rune arc. There's a cave that as I was exploring it, I was like, this cave just tells you that Miquella killed Godwin. What the fuck? Like, it was the craziest shit. As I was exploring it, I was like, okay. Okay. It was like more and more secret walls, and I was like, okay. Oh shit. No, I don't think this is it. This is a different one. We do have to go through and then open all of the jail cells, and then go through all of the jail cells. There's no going back. We took a path that we had to remember from the previous cycle. God, I love blood magic. It's so bad. It's not heresy if it's my own blood. It's my blood. It's my blood I sacrifice. And the formless mother. Oh yeah, furtive pygmy, so easily forgotten. But no, actually, one of the stages is associated with tiny people constructs, and death. So them having the Glowmite Queen's magic. Again, I guess I was onto something with that. I found the real world tie. Kind of crazy watching Vati videos or like other people's lore theories, and they're like, I have no idea why this thing is this way. Who knows? Wouldn't it be cool if we could find out? And then crash cut to me. Damn, all of this is here because of these reasons, obviously. It's like, fuck. I really wish I wasn't like, I wish it's not like, I don't know, I feel arrogant. Like, you know, it's like, god damn, it's so obvious. Why do they? But I know why. This is going to be a hot take, so I'm not going to be specific. But someone was accused of war profiteering, right? They're like, as long as you lie about why people should fight, you will make money off of it. It's like, as long as you lie about who knows the truth and we have infinite possibilities, you can make a bunch of theories misguiding people and make money forever. You don't actually end up wanting to find the truth if your entire channel is dedicated to lore, because then you will eventually dry up the pond and have to move on from the game. So it's better for you to theorize, dare I say game theory, right? And other things like Vati videos. Vati literally said, though, in the video I've pulled up on stream, like, who knows why he has snakes, and maybe it's better if we don't know. And I was like, that is the opposite of what the game designers want. Now that I know the secret path, that is literally the opposite of what they want. It is better if we know and look into it. It's not... It shouldn't be something that we just, oh, who knows, we'll leave it to the heavens to be, we'll leave it to Miyazaki to know, right? It's like, no, he wants you to find out and be a detective in his game world and look for the fucking answers, right? That's why it's environmental storytelling. Why would you make an entire world of environmental storytelling and then not want people to look into it, right? It's like, when you point that out, then it is clearly a flaw in Vati's logic. It's like, no, they want you to look into it. That's why it's environmental storytelling. So it's like, they want you to look at the symbols, they want you to think about these emotional stories, and you're doing a disservice to all of, like, the community, the developers who made the game, yourself, right? Because the whole thing is bettering yourself and going on a spiritual journey to be a better person. So the ironic part is you're depriving people. You're like, nah, don't be a better person. He might not know if he genuinely doesn't realize, but I have trouble, you know, thinking I'm the only one to ever put this together. I'm like, if you're reading all of the items, there's definitely points where you'd come to the same conclusions as me, and the only way to keep your theory alive is to just not accept the truth you saw and go, who knows, right? It's like, well, now you know. That's what the game is trying to, you have to have the confidence to, you know, it is one of the stages in the clarity in the new reborn alchemical of the alchemy of the soul is a newfound confidence with the truth, right? So you never go through that if you deprive yourself of the step of knowing confidently what you saw is what you've seen, right? It's like you're lying to yourself, which is crazy. Not you, but at that point, if you did that, you would be, which is crazy to say, but I think that's what the game is trying to criticize people like Vati, which is sucks, because I thought Vati would be like one of their biggest, like, I think Corin is Vati. Like, you mean well, and you're misguided, which is crazy. And it's like, that's them giving him the benefit of the doubt, right? Or maybe it would be even cooler if Vati like got some From Software notes and stuff, and it was like, hey, can you just do this in your videos? And he's like part of the community, part of the game. It's like an ARG, and he doesn't even know why he's doing it. He's like, they just want me to make videos like this. But if you base it only off of what the items say and not what you see, then you're going to believe the Golden Order, right? Why is it called into question? Why is it heretical? The Golden Order has an answer for you. Just because it is. Who knows? Right? But when you look into answers, it's like, well, that's just the natural order of things. Alright. Caves looted. I wish I could say I knew the hitboxes so well, but I just turned around at like the perfect time. I flinched. I was like, holy shit. But again, if what I was saying is very plain and simple, right? The invaders are the invaders. The ones who look into the lore of the text are the ones who follow the Golden Order, like Corin, right? If you are killing people and wandering around for no reason, you're a tetherless, right? The untethered. You're essentially just like Patches, right? You're killing people just because you want to, or they've wronged you, or, you know, whatever. You're killing people for whatever reason. No hidden path ahead. That is Patches, right? Oh, hidden path ahead. Hell of a loop around there. You hit a dead end, turn around, and then behind a wall is an invisible spot. So the jailer people are snakes. Oh, you have a bird helmet on. What the fuck? Am I crazy? I don't know if it's a bird, actually. Let's get a good angle of it. No, he's definitely got the snake stuff on, so it's got to be a snake with wings. What the fuck helmet was that? Snake with wings? I don't even think we have that. I don't think we get that as a player. Do we? Why do I keep just walking through bosses? Like, the dungeons are giving me a harder time. Wow. Okay, bro. Dude, are you fucking Serious. Regalia of Aeacade. Eacade. I don't know. Treasured sword of Aeacade. Wait, it would be an epoch, right? So, or Ecade.
EOCHAID.
Eochaid.
Okay, I have a feeling that's wrong because it spelled it out while trying to pronounce it. Long vanished domain. Vanished, you say? A copper, you say? No, I'm just kidding. Colorization. Wait, coloration is not to be confused for rust, but is a conduit for its wielder to move it by their will alone. Sword of Aeacade dance through the skies. Huh. So... Oh my god. Here. I'm just gonna do this, right? You need... I keep finding set connections and being like, well, I'll just throw the set on. It's more than you realize. Where is it? Why does this matter? What is this? Right? Of course it's tied to the Briar set. That one's simple. That's actually not the analysis that I'm making. I'm gonna tell you where Aeacade is right about now. Where do we know that is covered in sacred briars? Right? The Shadow Tree. The Shadow Realm. A land of snakes with Mesmer, where they are considered blasphemous to the Golden Order, so if anyone came from there, they would be covered in briars as punishment. Shadow Realm is Aeacade. The Briar Lands. You deal damage, and this is the furthest connection. This is the thing that, again, with items and their functions being the exact same connection, not only would this connect that snake guy out there, right? Connects these to a snake death society where Mesmer is, right? Snake and death, they burn people. You would also have a spell of briars where when you roll, you do damage. Sorcery of those who abandoned the practice of incantations after devout faith rewarded them with only despair. The caster wounds their own flesh using impenetrable thorns grown from the Shadow Tree, which then cover the body entirely. Once covered, dodge rolls will damage enemies. The image of the misshapen Shadow Tree is an edict. Spurn all that exists, wound all that exists, for we have been abandoned. As in kill everybody, wound all that exists and get their their bell bearings, right? I'm not just saying this sword is connected to this armor. I'm saying this sword connected to this armor with Snake Man right there and red powers is connected to the Shadow Realm, as well as the very incantation that is the epitome of the Shadow Tree. Right? It's about the edict of the Shadow Tree. It's the exact same as this fucking armor, right? You roll and you hurt people. The winding rusted iron briars are a mark of the guilty and typically indicate a sentence of death. They also cause this armor to deal damage when performing dodge rolls. Elimer murdered numerous instructors and merchants and was known as the bell-bearing hunter. He wounded many. Wounded many. I'm sure he did. For he is very unforgiving, right? He doesn't want to grant them absolution, does he? And these corpses join this water for a dissolution. So now do I teleport to Garank? Is that what you're telling me, game? And then take this way down and don't skip. Don't take the shortcut. That's a very conscious choice. You're choosing to separate yourself from Millicent, even though you know that there's a drop there. That's where you're supposed to loop around later when you return there the normal way. I would put money on it that Gowry would still be at the shack and tell you about Millicent after you've completely yeah, you would have completely fucking traversed the Caelid Wilds, right? Circled back around, done that, got to there, helped them with Celia, did all of that, looped around, jumped down, spiral as much as fucking possible. Now I see. God damn, this game is crazy. So the tower is for the second journey. On a dark night, kindled in love with yearnings. Oh, happy chance! I went forth without being observed, my house being now at rest. In darkness and secure by the secret ladder, disguised, oh, happy chance. In darkness and in concealment, my house being now at rest. In the happy night, in secret when none saw me, nor I beheld aught. Without light or guide, save that which burned in my heart, this light guided me, more surely than the light of noonday, to the place where he, I knew who, was awaiting me. A place where none appeared. O night that guided me. O night more lovely than the dawn. O night that joined beloved with lover. Lover transformed in the beloved. Upon my flowery breast, kept holy for himself alone. There he stayed sleeping, and I caressed him. And the fanning of the cedars made a breeze. The breeze blew from the turret as I parted his locks. With his gentle hand, he wounded my neck and caused all my senses to suspend. I remained lost in oblivion. My face I reclined on the beloved. All ceased, and I abandoned myself, leaving my cares forgotten among the lilies.